Welcome back, everyone, to A Programmer Plays Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight. In our previous episode, managed to make it to the castle. Kind of accidentally made it into the castle, if I'm being completely honest. And so now that we're in here, we can start exploring around, find out what's going on. We're at 82% map completion. There's this catbird. I'm interpreting this as like a catbird. Okay, yeah. Can't detect that. Can't do that. Can't charge. All right. I think I basically remember the controls. Oh. Okie. Feels like a little bit of shenanigans that guy can just ignore the spike traps like that. Just waiting for some dude to come behind me, and they didn't. That feels like a genuine surprise to me. Right, this feels like something we'll trigger later. Which means this is probably a run back. Yeah. Climb. That down. Oh! Once again, this guy's managed to completely surprise me. We can probably wait a second for that. See, like, I don't trust rooms that have, like, an enemy and nothing else in them. What are you hiding? Oh, right. I'll be honest, I had forgotten the controls for this. So I can't. Gosh, you stop playing a game for like 2 days and you just completely lose track of everything. Jesus, that guy hit hard. Aha! Is there? There is. Great. Boom. That is excellent. Very happy about that. Okay. This feels like a sub-boss kind of area. We're off to a slightly rough start with all that, but that's okay. Oh, down here. way that statue is I find slightly stressful. Vitality fragment, hell yeah. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and heal. Head back. Still haven't quite gotten myself acclimatized to doing that. Alright, so with that done, an additional vitality fragment. Oh. Thought I'd have a little bit more warning, but their projectiles are just a tiny bit faster than I was expecting. Alright. Do we think there's an invisible... Nope. That was not it. I'm very glad that I ran back here and saved. That should be both of them. Yeah. All right. So do we think this is a just need to jump? Yeah. Okay. Nope. No. Thank you. Go. Somewhat strange feeling room. Not entirely sure I understand the reasoning behind the one enemy there. Okay. Hang a left, I reckon. What are you? A bellflower, holy shit. I'm quite surprised by that. I thought for sure I had max bellflowers. Vitality fragment. Ooh, but I... Okay, whew. Didn't bone myself. Nice. Alright, this... Let's switch out for the, Ring of Candor. Since that'll give us some assurance that we're not missing stuff here. I don't need to worry about those coming over to get me over here. Now we should be able... Let's look up just to see if there's one above us. And by one above us, I mean like a save point. Shit. Alright, this is exactly the situation I did not want to have happen. Really need to be charging my shots more. That's a lot of money. Feels like we're due for a save point, but that's probably just me being greedy. Aww. Our friend. Not gonna make it. Go. Please. End my suffering. Oh, wow. So we have to make a choice. Alright, so real life, I would be like, you know, hang on there, like someone might like figure something out, like don't sacrifice people early, don't shoot people early in a zombie apocalypse. That said, this is a cursed world situation, and we are a priestess, so putting someone out of their suffering and giving them like final rites so that they like don't come back as a ghoul does seem like a good thing. So let's, yeah. Is there a cutscene for this, or is it just fade to black? Just fade to black. Wow. Still. Yeah, got dark real fast. Passiflora. Passiflora, I'm assuming, is gonna be... Oh, no? Active effect fully restores user's HP. Interesting. That's like a backup, I guess, of our bellflowers. We have just the one. Okay. Noted. Ah. That's all right, so that's an interesting little bit of game design right there of here's a decision, we're going to give you a save point right after it. So that's why that save point felt a little bit long. They wanted you to encounter this choice, make it, and then you get to this and you're like, all right, I need to commit to the choice I just made. That's really interesting. That's a fun bit of game design. I assume that we're just going to go over and it's going to connect. Oh, there's a secret here. Somewhere. Really? That's the secret right there. Oh, no, it's not. That's just normal stuff. I thought maybe it was indicating that there was... Alright, so if it's not that... Ah! Oh, that's tricky. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, it feels well thought out. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. You do see stuff in game design that's like not thought out and just like dumb. But a lot of people also just like miss how much of game design is like really thought out, and there's very deliberate things. Like for example, I think this game, yeah, this game does not do it, but each screen in this game goes black. Like there's a quick fade to black and then black to normal screen, right? And it's just like a couple of frames. In addition to that, we can see around our character here, there's a little bit of a light source, right? Hollow Knight takes those two ideas, fading in, character having a light source, and adds on top of that a vignette around the screen, so like, you know, darkening the edges of the screen. It takes those three things and then cranks them all up whenever you transition between rooms. So in Hollow Knight, you would fade from black, and there would be a vignette that sort of softens as you go in, and there's a glow coming from your character. And the result is that in Hollow Knight, you get this sort of reveal from the door that you walk in on. And that means that in Hollow Knight, you very rarely are confused about where you are in the room. You walk into a room, even if you're like walking through a door, and so it's like the camera pivoted 90 degrees, you know which side of the room you've pivoted into, left or right. Which I think is great. It's a really like well thought out thing that 95% of the audience would never notice. They just know, hey, I don't lose myself when I'm playing this game, and that's great. It was one of the things that I complained about a lot in Phenotopia when we were playing that. Oh. Angel? An angel that is attacking me? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, that did not work out for me. Okay. I'm not entirely convinced that I'm doing this right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I just guessed wrong repeatedly. I'm trying to like see what the tell would be. Shit. I think it's the middle one. Nope. Shit. It's doing bad. I think it's this one. Nope. Nope. Is it consistently like the last one to attack, or? No, I don't think so. Well, it kind of feels like it's the last one to attack. All right. Hey, all right, we're finally back in this room. Oh. Gosh, damn, those put off a lot of damage. Oh, that seems like shenanigans. Alright, you are a problem. Yeah, get spiked. Whole lot easier to see things when you aren't actively trying to avoid death. Yeah. Ooh, an ivory bug. Maintaining this just at all times. I don't know why I'm not. I mean, that right there is a big chunk of the answer. Every time I climb a ladder, it resets it. Don't you do it. Oh, fuck. Nope, nope, nope. Fuck. That might actually legitimately get me killed. Because we got trapped into the hitbox of the elevator as soon as we touched the middle. Fuck me. Hey, nice. That is great, because oof, we were hurting. 98%. All right. Gosh, I was kind of hoping there'd be. I guess like we can probably warp to and from here. All right. So we're sitting at 2% left on the map. Presumably, final boss is just the next room. So this is the world. We're gonna save. Double check that we have. Let's see. Where was it? Here? No, this is not. It's close enough for right. Like, a part of me is like, oh, I want to collect all the bugs. And another part of me is like, no, I don't. Why are you even thinking that? Yeah, talking about the ivory bug thingies, we've gotten 12 out of 20, so better than half, but not by much. And I'm sure... Damn. I'm sure that there are probably pretty good rewards for doing that. I don't know what they are. I don't know if it's worth it. So let's just do a little bit of a run through in this area, I think. Because I don't think we really were very thorough in here before. Double check. Yeah, we've got the Ring of Candor on. So what that'll do is that'll give us a little sound cue when there's a secret in the room that we haven't addressed. See, this is a little surprising. Like, come all the way up here, and there's no secret? So have I ever made a game or helped make a game? Yeah, I've made several. Mostly for like game jams and stuff. Like, let's not oversell it. But I have also done some work for hire kind of stuff on making games. All of which that I'm thinking of, only one of them ever actually like made it to commercial production. And this is true for a lot of game development, like you do the work, you make the game, and then nobody ever sees it, which is a frustrating reality of game development. How did I never walk down in here? Why doesn't this count as part of the map completion? Well, there we go. Ivory bug 13. Soft tissue. Oh, what do we think soft tissue does? Active effect creates an artificial healing zone. Ooh. Alright, well, we gotta get out of here enough to even be able to see. So we've just got the one there. No more sound cue, so... Don't know if my mic's gonna be picking that up, but it has started really coming down out there. Got the storm earlier and it was ridiculous. Yeah, it's sweeping through the United States. Oh. Thought you were a different thing. We never did figure this out, did we? Locked. Huh. Like, this game's definitely still got secrets. Gosh dang. I'd want to try out this. Alright, that felt like kind of a long casting time for something that then honestly doesn't do that much, it feels like. Like, that could have been a pretty solid get half the game ago, but... It's on flash flooding off the waterway, it's still high 2 hours later. Yeesh. Like this room, we've never figured out where she is. Still nothing to say, right? When Her Highness made a contract with the underworld. Certainly, she did not expect this outcome. Or did she? I hope for the success of your endeavors, maiden from Loon. Face the loyalty that remains if it has not turned to fear yet. Oh, and all of our cats are asleep now. That's interesting. Oh, I did not mean to do this. Okay, let's go into the cinder chambers, because I don't feel like I've done a very thorough job down here. Well, that was silly of me. I feel like I might have purchased everything that the vendors have to sell, which is kind of a bummer, honestly, but also, you know, that's how it goes in video games. Listening for that sound cue. Are those candles? They look like illuminated down arrows. You mean like this one right beside my face here? Yeah, they're, to my knowledge, candles. Purely decorative. Not even like, you know, the lanterns in Castlevania that could theoretically give you some health. Nothing. Alright. Interesting. Let's... here. I'm not anticipating any luck, but... Aha! Okay. We got something. There's something in this room. Question becomes where? Ain't those hurt? Alright, yeah, it's definitely this room. not seeing anything. It could be fake spikes. God, I hope it's not fake spikes, because fake spikes are the worst. And the fact that she died when I knocked her into them makes me think that it's not fake spikes. Ah. Aha. Wow, that's very specific. Jump into this little corner. Wow, that seems almost too specific. I'm not gonna lie. Do those spike balls on chains not move or anything? Seems odd. So they used to drop periodically. But I hit a switch in this area which makes them not do that anymore. Come on. Alright, another secret somewhere in here. Really? Haha! That's pretty sneaky. You really do, like, I feel like you would not be able to find these. Like, I imagine you could if you were, like, very patient. Like, trying to find these without the little detector ring, woof, that would be tedious. I mean, this is tedious right here. Goodness. Yep, I kind of messed up climbing this ladder like this. Taking a very long time. Still don't know how to get through that door. Wonder if that might be the reward for doing the ivory bug quest. Checking every surface in every room. Yeah, it would... Oof. I mean, that's basically what the community did with Hollow Knight back in the day, is we just literally just slammed our face into every surface. Have you heard? Partner's older sibling has returned. She is one of the court authorities on behalf of the convent. I'd be interested in meeting her. Pretty sure I did meet her. I'm pretty sure she's the lady over there. Oh, always forget about this dog. Any rooms in here which I haven't been through in a long time? Well, what do y'all say? Let's see if the character here who wants the ivory bugs wants the specific number that we have right now for some little reward. And if not, then we're gonna just go ahead and go to the boss. It feels like the tracking down the rest of the bugs is just gonna be tedious. Ah, more bugs. Thanks, kind girl. Here's the reward I promised. Hazel badge. Please, if it's not too much work, can you bring more of these for me? I'll not go unrewarded. Alright, let's find out what Hazel badge is. Hold on. Did I... Key item. A trinket, as useless as it may be, can still hold a place in our heart. The shiny badge seems to depict an owl. An owl. Alright. That makes me think that the owl... The catbird that I saw earlier was not a catbird at all, but rather an owl. Which does make more sense. Warp to the castle. Does it take me to the bottom of the castle? It does. Kinda hate that, if I'm being honest. Because it means that we've got to re-climb our way up to the top of the castle. Oh. Alright, you. Okay, you don't give a shit about this? Damn it. Thought for sure it would. Alright, let's double check that there's not a better way to get up. Alright, let's see. So this takes us here. This is not what I want. I think, yeah, we just gotta climb it. Cinder's not it. Subterranean's definitely not it. Damn. Alright, so climbing the thing. I'm gonna double check. I'm 99% sure that we can't just go straight up, even though the map seems to indicate that we do. Because what's really happening there... Well, okay, we can't even do that, actually. I'm pretty sure that the room that's like 3 squares above where we are is essentially like, really it's 2 rooms. It's 2 hallways that don't connect. Wow, okay. Sadness. It is kind of funny how running past enemies just works. And it works in most Metroidvanias. Like, you can just skip people and it's fine. Yeah, there's no connection between those, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, so this one we do need to... Okay. Well, shit. That's an unfortunate waste of time. I hate insta-kill spikes. I know I've mentioned it a bunch, but I hate them so much. You're dead. Yeah, didn't quite make it to her in time, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Good. That was a stupid thing for me to do. Okay, emergency other. And we're fine. Alright, here we go. Let's slightly change our equipment, because I'm doubting that the magnet stone's going to be useful. Let's instead do fire and poison. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, this definitely feels final bossy. Oh. A cursed queen of karst. Okay. Okay, that's not quite how I expected that to go. Oh yeah, that was big damage. Okay. Okay, don't like where this is going. Never mind, we're fine. Oh, fuck. Charge attacks. Charged. really appreciate that the beeping sound stops once you're at max. Hello. Oh, that. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, well. Yeah, round 2, fight. Unfortunately, we gotta round all of it again, I think. But that's fine. We can do this. Would I have liked to have gotten it first try? Yes, of course. Well, I missed. Pop that, even though it's probably too early. Damn. Okay, pop that again. I think that I was misunderstanding the hitbox for this final boss, so I think it might just be like the whole middle of the room. We'll find out. Alright, can I hit him? Yeah. Phase 3, no problem. Is there a phase 4? Oh. That one kind of hurt my ears, I'm not gonna lie. Interesting that they're reusing the effect from the item that we got. Wow, the queen's showing a lot of leg here. I guess we did destroy her dress. That's fair. This feels like probably... Well, does this feel like a bad ending? Oh, no, true ending. Watch the true ending. When the curse from east reached the village of Loon, a priestess was sent on a sacred mission to seal it away. The priestess triumphed over the dark, stopping the spread of the curse by drawing it into her body, but she faded away in the process. Now only a faint memory of her story remains, passed on as tradition. Even so, her spirit of determination lingers on, guiding younger priestesses towards finding peace. And there we go! That is Momodora, Reverie Under the Moonlight. Pretty sure this game came out before Hollow Knight. Pretty sure. Yep. Ardeen. GG's. Thank you for the GG's. EKBT, Hernan, Salvador Garcia. I think this game was like 2011. It might have been 2016. I can't really remember. Let's find out how these credits roll. 2016. Okay. Localization. I appreciate that they put what they localized next to. And I think I did misspeak before. I mentioned Bomb Service being, not an English company. I think I said that it might have been Spanish, but I think it's actually Brazilian. Interesting that the camera motion is happening at such like a low tick rate, while clearly the game is still running at normal speed. Patreon supporters, I really actually appreciate that these are in alphabetical order. Makes it a lot easier to tell how much we've got. Oh, thanks for the clap. So yeah, Momodora, Reverie Under the Moonlight. It's not a perfect game, but it's a very competent game. If you like pixel art like I do, then there's a lot of good stuff here. It ticks the boxes for Metroidvanias. You run around, you're backtracking, you're getting abilities, that's opening things up. You're having the aha moments of, shit, I've seen the little places I can't crawl into. Let's go. I've got a double jump. That's going to make getting around so much easier. So, it's ticking those boxes. I do wish there was more to the open world. Just more little side rooms that interconnect and open up more shortcuts back to yourself. There's a few places where the areas reconnect back around, but not a ton. So, there's only so much that they can do there. I like the music. I like the sounds. There's a few sounds that, at least for me... Oh, would you like to save over your current file? There's a few sounds that, for me, kind of hit a resonant frequency or something, and I'm like, oh, that's a little bit much. But in general, it's fine. Okay, by doing so, you'll start a new journey from the very beginning with some changes. What do we think the changes are? You know what? We're going to say yes. I'm just curious to see. I don't remember this at all. I don't think I did this before. Same starting point. I'm afraid this is as far as I can take you. Sorry, anything close to the city is too dangerous. Surely that won't be a problem for a priestess like you. Fighting using a leaf must be difficult. But I have faith in your ability to save the curse away and is spread to your land too, after all. For now, maybe the best you can do is seek an audience with our queen. Alright, so I'm starting with the money that I had before. Wow, and it looks like most, if not all, of my inventory. Alright, not quite all. It doesn't give me the cat form right off the bat, but otherwise, pretty intense, pretty intense completion there. I wonder... And the map stays filled in. That's interesting. Oh, no poison. I clearly still have all my health. We've gotten to keep all of our bellflowers. So it's pretty much I don't have my dash. So it's basically like reset your abilities, but you can play the game in God mode, essentially. Let's get to the first save. Never mind. Let's die immediately. I'm pretty amused I did that. So, Momodora. 5 hours and 17 minutes. I wonder if that's how accurate that is. I feel like that's not totally accurate. Because of, dying and going back in time, essentially. Overall, I really liked this game. Like, this is a solid game. It's not very long. I wish the world was a little bigger. You could have used a few little expansions and stuff. But overall, fun game. Cool to see some of the story stuff. I think everyone should play it. Everyone who likes Metroidvanias should play it because it's it's easy to get your hands on. It's on a bunch of stuff. So yeah, let's call it there. Y'all, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, this little mini series, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.